Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making bacon and blue cheese stuffed pork chops. Alright, I'm starting out here. I have a pork loin. I'm going to cut this into chops, and this is about the most inexpensive way to get good center cut boneless chops. And I'm going to cut them fairly thick. About an inch thick. These are going to be some thick chops. And I want them thick, that way they're easier to stuff. We have lots of room to work with. Okay, now in a pot here I have some cornbread stuffing. This is the instant stuff I made earlier and I allowed it to cool down. Now to that I'm going to add in, I have some crumbled blue cheese. I'm going to add about half of that. That's about 2.5 ounces. I'm going to stir that in. And I have some pre-made bacon I bought, pre-cooked bacon. I just lined it with some paper towel and microwaved it for a few minutes to get it good and crispy. That's going to go in the mixture. And I'm just going to blend this all together. I think I'm going to go ahead and dump the rest of my blue cheese in there, guys. That's a whole 5 ounces. I'm going to get this good and cheesed up. Right, now that my stuffing mix all mixed together, I actually got 7 chops out of this. I needed 6, so we're going to go with 7. And I'm just going to cut into a chop here, and I'm going to go in with my fingers and try to spread this open so we can stuff it. Now you can go with a paring knife and get in there a little better, but we're doing pretty good like this. You don't want to rip through the chop now, so don't do that. You just want to separate the inside. Alright, I'm just going to use my hand because everything's room temperature, the stuffing. And I'm going to go ahead and pack a pork chop full with that bacon, blue cheese, and cornbread stuffing. You just want to fill every little nook and cranny up with stuffing. That way there, when you cut into it and you eat it, you're getting stuffing in almost every bite. And I'm just going to press this down, and we're going to put a little more in there. And I'm going to close the flap up, and I'm going to take a toothpick and stick a toothpick through here to help hold it shut. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish stuffing the rest of my pork chops, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, now that I have all my pork chops stuffed, I have a large skillet heating up. I'm going to add some olive oil to that. I guess it would help if I open the olive oil up. And I'm going to turn my stove down a little bit because that pan is getting hot fast. I'm going to add enough olive oil in there to give a coating on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to let that heat up just for a second. Alright, now I'm going to get my chops. I decided to go with 6 chops because that last piece of pork was kind of small. I'm going to get my chops in here and I'm going to get them good and browned up. I'm going to do them 3 at a time. Get them good and browned up on both sides. Now this isn't cooking them through, this is just browning them up, getting them nice and golden brown. I was going to say crispy, but that's not the word we're looking for. And I'm going to season them with some of my McCormick's Himalayan pink sea salt, black pepper, and garlic. This stuff's delicious, guys, and if you don't have it or you can't get it, just use a little salt, pepper, and a little garlic powder. That'll work fine. Alright, now that my pork chops are all nice and golden brown, I'm going to put them in a 350-degree oven uncovered for 15 minutes to finish them cooking. And you can see what massive chops they turn out to be, guys. Alright, my chops came out of the oven. I left them rest for 5 minutes. They're ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I also went ahead and made some mashed potatoes and peas and carrots to go with this. Guys, look how huge that pork chop was. You know, that pork loin cost me just under $9, and I got 6 nice pork chops out of it and a little hunk of pork left at the end. You'd be hard pressed to find thick cut pork chops like this at that price. Now I'm cutting into the middle of the chop here so we can get the goodness. See, my pork chops are cooked through. Give that a bite. It's really delicious, guys. Right away you get the seasoning. Then you get the creaminess of that blue cheese. You pick up on the bacon and you have that stuffing that balances everything out. Really delicious, cost effective, and I guarantee if you like pork chops, you're going to love this. Just remember to pull a toothpick out when you're serving them. And I made this recipe specially tonight for my friend William. He asked me the other night for a pork chop recipe. So there you are, William. I hope you like it. And there you are, guys. Bacon and blue cheese stuffed pork chops. Thanks for watching. Remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.